And it's my pleasure here to invite one of my flagship accounts, my favorite customer
Thank you.
in Brazil. Brazil is a very important market for Aware. Brazil has driven our efforts towards the creation of our leading face biometrics software, particularly the liveness check software. And so I'd like to introduce you to Alexandre Rhein, CIO of Banco Daycoval. Do you want to speak a little bit about Daycoval?
Okay, thank you, Ismael. What is Banco Daycoval? Daycoval holds a credit portfolio valued at $12 billion and has $11 billion in fund. Presently, we manage accounts for nearly 3 million clients, and we have around 4,000 employees. We have placed significant technical pressure on because the security market in Brazil is definitely a big issue for our banks. And they have had to manage different problems each year since 2017. So believe me when I say it's not easy to do that. And I'd like to express my thanks to them.
You're welcome. And we thank you as well. You are the kind of customer that we appreciate because the feedback is always candid, but very, very collaborative, very, very important for the development of the product. Do you guys can play that video so that we show people exactly what Daycoval does with our technology, please? Right. Talking about business then, you were basically one of the pioneers of the utilization of biometrics in digital onboarding, basically for credit approval and for account access. What led you to start that journey with Aware?
We selected our because of the high technical proficiency of these recognition algorithms. And as time has passed, in my opinion, this decision has proven correct. Even as our number of transactions has increased more than 10 times in 5 years, I believe that our original meetings has been reached because we are be able to offer a very good experience for our users, and we have very, very low rates of fraud. And as you said, we are the pioneers in Brazil. So to use in Brazil financial market to use the facial recognition to validate transactions. And in this way, we had to learn new things, such as to understand the dynamics of user experience. And we also had, it was a point, we also had to adapt our code to ensure performance across various mobile devices, and especially older Androids was a problem. That's it.
Yeah, so just to make clear for everybody here, so this journey in Brazil started 7 years ago. We're talking about a long journey that was a learning process for the client, but a learning process for ourselves as well. Brazil is a very diverse country. Has an incredible diverse base of devices as well, older devices, lower end devices, and performing that environment is a challenge. It has been a challenge, and we got there. So I think in terms of challenges, if you have to pick one over this period of time,
I think Android is the biggest one because, as everybody knows, the Android has dozens of models and versions of operating systems. It was a big issue for us.
Okay. All right. So jumping to the next topic. So I think we have two very distinct period of times. One pre-pandemic, one post-pandemic. I think
Yeah.
the pandemic really spread the technology over everyday life in Brazil, right? Not only banking, but e-commerce, soccer games, food delivery, everything. So it's everywhere. And along with that growth of the technology came fraud. I mean, fraud that was already a threat in other layers start being more prevalent in your start. We see attacks to the technology,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How has been the post-pandemic period for Daycoval?
Okay. In the post-pandemic, first pandemic was and is a problem. I think in the post-pandemic era, we have definitely seen the crime shifted to the digital domain, especially in Brazil. We have experienced a wide range of attacks from, for instance, assaults on APIs and attempts to using fake photos via virtual camera, and it's a big issue in Brazil as well. I can say that crime has evolved, but digital crime has evolved more. They employ very advanced and complex techniques and often hard to detect. For instance, in Brazil, there is a malware named the Brasdex, and it was developed to attack Brazilian banks. It's very smart, but now we are exporting it to Europe and to US. So our bad guys are very good technician guys as well.
All right. Well, on the upside though, you and I were talking the other day, and you mentioned that has been quite a few months. You said like something like 4 or 5 months that you haven't seen any fraud coming through the biometric experience. Let's say it this way. What's the formula for success after the pandemic?
I don't know the formula. I think I'll never know. In fact, nowadays, as I said before, we have very low rates of fraud. But I understand that our knowledge of our environment and the tools we are using are very, very well adjusted. And of course, it's very hard to say how to minimize the risk. And I understand that my situation will not last forever. But I think in the fact, the truth is there is no silver bullet to minimize it. And at the end of the day, it is about consistent monitoring and ongoing learning. That's it.
Okay. So what do you see in the near future for digital onboarding, for biometrics in the banking business?
Okay, in our case, I see the present and the future of onboarding and authentication has biometric acting as a key player, definitely. Be it through face, voice, or even behavior. And of course, you have AI. We see machine learning, deep learning support it. That's it.
Excellent. All right. Hi, really like to thank you again for coming all the way from São Paulo, Brazil, to do this road show with us in our Brazilian accent.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and I hope we see in front of us other many years of partnership. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, I appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.